What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riding Along with Dan. What's going on? Saturday afternoon. I'm down at the lower yard taking some videos. I won't be here tomorrow morning. I'm going on a cruise with the car club, so I won't get a chance to do this tomorrow. I did post up some videos earlier on this morning. I don't know if you got a chance to check it out or not, but this is another video. The lower yard Saturday. Just came down here. As a matter of fact, I cleaned my truck today, Priscilla. Washed it, put a coat of wax on it, did the rims, the body, the front of the cab. Pretty much cleaned it up nice, man. Looking good for Monday. Diego, San Jose, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the channel. How you doing, man? Everything good? What are you up to, Diego? What's going on, man? How you been? I remember these old trailers. I used to run these old trailers, man, when I worked for that other sanitation company. Yeah, I'm just down at the lower yard, Diego. Just doing a video of all the new trucks. These right here are two brand new Kenworth T880s that came in. They've been sitting here now for about a week and a half, and they're supposed to be going to another yard, but nobody has come to pick them up yet. I think they're going to a yard out on Route 46. We bought out a new company called Pinto, and I think these two trucks are actually going out to that company to replace some of their older trucks. So when we take over a company, what happens is we take a good look of their equipment, and they see what's worth keeping, what's not worth keeping, and what's not worth keeping, we either sell or get rid of it. So what's up, Mickey? What's going on? So these two new trucks, these two brand new roll-offs right here, are going to be replacing some of their equipment. Can I give a red 500? What does that mean? So yeah, what's going on, Mickey? Yeah, I'm just showing off two of the new trucks that come in a couple of weeks ago. Two brand new KW roll-offs. They're actually going to be going to another yard. They're not staying here. They're not for us. They're going to be going to a company that we just bought out. These are some of our containers that very rarely you see that many at the yard because we're so busy all the time, but this is the most I've ever seen here. Usually this yard is empty because most of the time these containers are out on job sites. So here we have some 30-yarders right here. That little one, I think, let me see, that's a 10-yarder. Then we have a 30, and that's the name of the company right there that we bought out, Pinto. It's a pretty big company. They're on Route 46 in New Jersey. So that's one of their old containers. And here is another IWS 30-yarder. So we have a lot of 30s, 20-yarders, 10-yarders, and 15-yarders. Here is actually one of our new battle trucks, 2678. We're getting a lot of these trucks because honestly, they hold up well. They're a good, durable truck. They're easy access in the cab because you can see how low the cab is to the ground. So if you're doing residential, these trucks are perfect. You know, from as far as getting in and out of the cab. You know, let's say you're the driver, you're getting in and out all day long. you know, you don't want to be climbing up and down like on a Freightliner cab. They are so high, they're actually too high for residential. These are perfect for getting in and out of the truck. Easy access. We always buy McNeilus bodies. That's what's on all of our trucks. And this one is known as the Battle. Now, you see how low that is to the ground? So, this is, see you later, Diego. This here is, let me show you this one. This here is the new Freightliner. Now, look at how high that is off the ground. You know, I mean, yeah, are they good trucks? Yes, they are. The Freightliners, they hold up well. They do a great job on commercial and residential. But what I like about the Battle more so than the Freightliner is that the cab is lower to the ground. So when you're doing residential, it's much, much easier to access the cab, getting in, getting out all day long. You know, you're getting in and out of this truck all day long, you're going to be dead tired at the end of the day because it's so high off the ground, actually. And what else have we got here? This is one of our newer Freightliners, 2744. So this is our Peterbilt. This Peterbilt is our container delivery truck. John, what's up, John Hendricks? What's going on, brother? I'm coming to you live today from the lower yard at Interstate Waste Services. This here is our little Peterbilt. We call it our little Stinger truck. This truck here is what goes out and recovers, let's say, containers that are damaged. Let's say containers that have broken wheels, maybe the bottom rotted out. This truck here, we send out and recover that container, bring that container back to the yard so it can be refurbished, grab a newly painted container with new wheels, and bring that back to the customer. You can see on the back, it's got the forks like my front loader, but actually on the back of this truck. When you bring a container back from a customer that needs to be repaired and fixed, sometimes it's loaded. So what I love about these forks on the back of this setup is that you can rotate the whole container 360 to dump out the contents of the container before you bring it to the welder so you can start welding. So that's what I like about this truck. It's small, it's compact, maneuverability is quite good when you're backing up to get a container. And we use this quite often, not only for front loader cans, but for also for rear load cans also. You can pick them up. It's designed to pick up both styles of garbage cans. So right over here, we run a lot of these tractors every day back and forth to the landfill, okay? These are our newer Freightliner tractors. These are Cascadias. Now the Cascadias, I gotta tell you, are a very roomy, spacious cab. They really are. They got the big engine in there, the DD15, and some of them got the red top, the Cummins. But these trucks, they run every day to the rail yard down in either Kearney or Newark. We have 2 rail yards. Now those rail yards are IWS. They belong to IWS. We run them, we control them. And alongside the rail yard, we have a transfer station. So when all our trucks in that area come to dump in the transfer station, they're just like here. That garbage is loaded onto rail cars, okay, onto rail cans, like what he has hooked up on the trailer. So these cans are loaded to about 79,000 pounds, right? And once they're loaded, they come out of the pit. We bring it around, and we have a big machine, a Caterpillar, that has a lift on it that actually grabs these boxes in all four corners and lifts it onto the train. And once the train keeps getting loaded, it keeps moving forward, and we keep loading the full boxes and taking off the empty rail boxes. So now when that train is loaded, there's about, I would say, 260 to 280 rail cans on that train. Now that train goes out to Ohio. I really can't tell you how many hours it takes to get there by train, but I'm sure it's quite a few hours. And we have two trains running every day, one going and one coming, one loaded, one empty. But it's quite an operation. I went down one day to Newark to videotape the operations, to take pictures, and it's quite a setup. It's unbelievable how well orchestrated this whole setup is, from dumping a garbage truck on the tipping floor, to loading it onto the rail can, to bring it around to load it onto the train, and then the train to Ohio, and then right to the landfill. And that's one thing I would love to do, is actually go out there and take pictures at a landfill. That's something I would be very interested in doing, because I want to see how they dump these rail cans. You know what I mean? I want to see those big machines that keep compacting the landfill. I mean, the hole in the ground where they're putting this garbage has got to be unbelievably gigantic. I mean, I can only imagine how big it is. I've never really seen pictures of the landfill, but actually one of the people that work out there is a subscriber on my channel. And he told me that, Dan, you got to come out here. You got to come visit us for a couple of days and check it out. But I told him I would love to do that. But first of all, I would have to get permission for the company to do something like that, But yeah, it's quite an operation. I never knew there was so much involved in picking up garbage. I mean, it is unbelievable how detailed and how precise and how many people it takes to run this operation, to get the job done, from your machine operator to your driver to your loader to the guy that puts the metal cover on all those rail cans, to the driver, the locomotive engineer that drives the train. I mean, there's a long chain of people that it takes to make all this work and run smoothly as possible. But, I like the job. I love working here. It's a great company to work for. Interstate Waste Services. They got a great attitude. They're all about safety, and it's just a great place to work. This is my first job. I could ever tell you that I really look forward to going to work in the morning because of what I do and how much I like doing what I do. I got a lot of great people that work here, my supervisors, the safety guys, and then you got the big bosses. It's like any other job. You come here to do your job and, do it the best as you can. My job, of course, everybody knows I'm a front loader operator, and I don't miss any stops. My motto in my mind is no can left behind, and I live by that motto. I don't like to miss customers. If you're paying for a service, you're going to get good service, and that's what I like to do. I like to do my job in detail. I like to make sure I don't miss anybody. I like to make sure that I am reliable, dependable, and somebody they can turn to say, you know what, ask Dan. I bet you Dan could do it. So that's the way I want to be known in this company, as a go-getter and somebody that's responsible enough to get the job done. Now these here, yeah, I know they look a little beat up, but the Mack on the right was Mayran's old truck, and it's one of the better Mack front loaders we have at the yard. He kept it clean. He was always on it, always taking care of it. Something went wrong with it, he was always go to the mechanic and say, listen, there's an issue with the truck, it needs to be addressed. The one on the left, let me just say they did their job that they were asked to do. I mean, they've been here now for quite a few years. There's quite a few miles on these trucks, and there's quite a few issues with the Macks. The Macks with the regen have always been a problem. Even when I drove my own Mack for 10 years, the regen was always an issue. I don't know why that is with Mack. I mean, I know it's a totally different style than what Peterbilt uses, but the Peterbilt knock wood that I run, thank God, knock wood, never an issue with the regen. Always a good running, automatically regens it while I'm working, and you don't even know it's regenning. The only way I know it is regenning, I can actually hear the different sound in the engine, and also I can see by the light on the dashboard that it's telling me that the truck is in regen mode. But we got a lot of trucks, we got a lot of facilities. We're a pretty damn big operation. We're here 6 days a week. New York City, I believe, is 7 days a week. In the middle there's one of our older Mack garbage trucks that runs every day, very reliable, dependable. And as you notice, as you look in every truck, they're all McNeilus bodies. And this is just some of the trucks that we have at this yard. This is what I call the lower yard. Then we have the other yard right across the street. I don't know if you can see it or not. We have 3 yards right next to each other. We got the transfer yard, we got the lower yard, and then we got the yard with the office. So it's a very busy place during the week. Like I said, we're here 6 days a week, and it's amazing how much garbage is out there and how much garbage comes into this facility every day of the week. It's just unbelievable. Here's another good look at that Peterbilt, at that KW front loader. They're both identical trucks. I mean, they're beautiful. They really are. I love the chrome visor, the big mirrors. They already got the cameras installed. The chrome, the aluminum fuel tanks. I don't like the gray guards on the side. I think they should have been painted actually yellow. You know what I mean? For safety. But, you know, they're cool trucks. They're very expensive trucks. They're not cheap. And I hope whoever gets to drive them actually takes care of them. Meaning, you know, wash them, keep them clean, keep the interior nice and clean. Because you know what? These trucks are not cheap at all. Let's take a look at these other Freightliner trucks over here.